So today, accountability. I'm gonna do it. It's bright and early in the morning. 8:35. The sun's not even up. I got bags under my eyes. I woke up and sorry, dry throat, coffee. I wrote a list of the things I want to accomplish and how I want to accomplish them. And I've decided that every day I would do 5 or less need to do items. And I have an ongoing need to do list, but I'll only do 5 or less as to not overwhelm myself because that happens easily. So today I need to make 2 phone calls. I need to take meat out of the freezer for dinner. I need to do at least 1 load of dishes, and I need to make it to my studio to work on some new products for my business. And then I have other ongoing have-to-dos that I can pick from over time. And what else do I want to accomplish with this channel, with this accountability? Some of my overall goals are keeping a clean house. As you can see, these are actually sheets that I'll be repurposing in my business, but they're sitting here and have been sitting there for weeks. That pile is actually my husband's. Not my responsibility, but maybe if I clean up all my crap, he'll clean up all of his crap. I would show you the rest of the house, but it's embarrassing. So, not happening. But cleaning my house and keeping a clean house, one of my major goals. I want to cook almost all of my meals at home for a number of reasons. One, my business isn't making any money at the current time, so we're living off of my husband's income, which is wonderful and amazing that we're able to do that, but we're on an incredibly tight budget. So cooking at home will save us money. Also, I have some pretty severe food aversion / allergies, and typically when we go out to eat, even though I ask a million questions, I tend to get a little bit of cross-contamination, which causes hives and other body issues that I would choose to avoid. So cooking at home. I would like to work out 5 days a week, maybe more. I've always talked about starting a yoga practice. I mean, for 3 or 4 years, that's been on my goal list at the beginning of every year is just do yoga. So a yoga practice is more like every day, but I'd actually like to do some strength building and cardio as well, because since I've quit working at my job of almost 10 years, I've lost some of my muscle mass. I used to have to heave bags that weighed, they're supposed to weigh no more than 50 pounds, but some of them that I hadn't gotten to and dealt with and done my magic to could weigh up to 80 pounds, and I would be carrying 2, 3, or 4 of those bags at a time. So my muscle mass has decreased in the last 6 months. So I would like to work out, work on cardio, work on strength training, and I would eventually like to start a yoga practice. Right now I'm going to focus on the cardio and strength building, and we'll go from there. Drink more water. I used to drink about a gallon of water a day when I was working at a regular job. Now I live off of coffee, the occasional glass of water, and I need to drink more water. I'm dehydrated a lot of the time. I think I'd feel better if I drink more water. And my final main goal for this year is to build my business. And there's been some pitfalls. I launched in December. I'd been thinking about it since I had quit my job in June. But my husband and I got married in August of last year, so that kind of took precedent. And then I just kind of needed a break from all of it. I mean, working at a job for almost 10 years, leaving on less than ideal circumstances. I chose to leave, but I didn't really want to. But it was time that I left. So kind of having to process that and getting married. People don't really talk about, and maybe I should talk about that in the video. But people don't really talk about the aftermath of a wedding when you plan it yourself. And it's a really emotional event, and yeah, it's like one of the biggest highs of your life, one of the biggest emotional highs of your life. But when you have something that high, there's a little bit of aftermath, and people don't talk about that. So I'm gonna write that down. I think that's a good thing to talk about. I think maybe I should go in depth into kind of the last 6 months of my life that have led me to this. Just writing it down here. I don't even know how I got there, but building my business, that's a big thing that I want to do. Oh yeah, pitfalls. There it is. So I launched my business in December, and I mean, I had one day of really great success. I had an event, I invited all my friends, some of my acquaintances, a lot of people showed up, made a little bit of money, marketing on Facebook mostly, and that's not going very well. I have an Etsy store that I haven't really told many people about just because there hasn't been a lot of interest. So it's just not going very well, and I need to figure out some new marketing schemes and figure out what I need to do there and how to kind of grow that. So that's another major goal. So that's 5 goals for this year. Clean house, meals at home, work out, water, business. 5 goals. Major goals. And I think they're doable. I thought they were doable almost 3 weeks ago when I wrote them down in a different fashion. How I'm going to achieve those, I don't quite know yet. So that'll be probably tomorrow's video, is me brainstorming today and kind of coming up with how to track that progress and how to make more things happen. The other thing that I am going to keep doing, because it is working for me, sort of, is the habit tracker. It's giving me some insight. I don't know if you can see that there. Giving me a little bit of insight into the things that I want and the things that I'm actually accomplishing. So that's just like, there's some basic things like hygiene stuff, like how often do I shampoo my hair, because I don't do it every day. So just kind of tracking how long I can go, because my hair is really fine, it's really thin, it's really dry. It's also, I live in Montana, it's snowy and wintry. So just kind of tracking how long I can go, letting my hair not be shampooed. There's some other things on there like drinking water every day, household chores, like how often am I dusting, how often am I cleaning the bathroom. And it's showing me that I'm not doing much house cleaning, even though I feel like I'm doing a lot of it. So I think the habit tracker is a really good thing because that will allow me to kind of reassess at the end of every month where I need to focus on more. Um, so I'm just going to leave it at that for today. That's kind of where I'm at. Need to do's for the day, overall goals, keeping a running list of my need to do's so I can choose from them every single day. And I will see you tomorrow with hopefully a better idea how I'm going to achieve all of these goals.